أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وإذ قال موسى لفتاه لا أبرح حتى أبلغ مجمع البحرين أو أمضي حقبا فلما بلغا مجمع بينهما نسيا حوتهما فاتخذ سبيله في البحر سربا فلما جاوزا قال لفتاه آتنا غداءنا لقد لقينا من سفرنا هذا نصبا قال أرأيت إذ أوينا إلى الصخرة فإني نسيت الحوت وما أنسانيه إلا الشيطان أن أذكره واتخذ سبيله في البحر عجبا قال ذلك ما كنا نبغ فارتد على آثارهما قصصا فوجدا عبدا من عبادنا آتيناه رحمة من عندنا وعلمنا من لدنا علما فوجدا عبدا من عبادنا آتيناه رحمة من عندنا وعلمناه من لدنا علما قال له موسى هل أتبعك على أن تعلمني مما علمت رشدا قال إنك لن تستطيع معي صبرا وكيف تصبر على ما لم تحط به خبرا قال ستجدني إن شاء الله صابرا ولا أعصي لك أمرا قال فإن اتبعتني فلا تسألني عن شيء حتى أحدث لك منه ذكرا فانطلقا حتى إذا ركبا في السفينة خرقها قال أخرقتها لتغرق أهلها لقد جئت شيئا إمرا قال ألم أقل إنك لن تستطيع معي صبرا قال لا تؤاخذني بما نسيت ولا ترهقني من أمري عسرا فانطلقا حتى إذا لقيا غلاما فقتله قال أقتلت نفسا زكيا بغير نفس لقد جئت شيئا نكرا قال قتلت نفسا زكية بغير نفس لقد جئت شيئا نكرا قال ألم أقل لك إنك لن تستطيع معي صبرا قال إن سألتك عن شيء بعدها فلا تصاحبني قد بلغت من لدني عذرا فانطلقا حتى إذا أتيا أهل قرية استطعما أهلها فأبوا أن يضيفوهما فوجدا فيها جدارا يريد أن ينقض فأقامه قال لو شئت لاتخذت عليه أجرا قال هذا فراق بيني وبينك سأنبئك بتعويل ما لم تستطع عليه صبرا قال هذا فراق بيني وبينك سأنبئك بتعويل ما لم تستطع عليه صبرا أما السفينة فكانت لمساكين يعملون في البحر فأردت أن أعيبها وكان وراءهم ملك يأخذ كل سفينة غصبا وأما الغلام فكان أبواه مؤمنين فخشينا أن يرهقهما طغيانا وكفرا فأردنا أن يبدلهما ربهما خيرا منه زكاة وأقرب رحما وأما الجدار فكان لغلامين يتيمين في المدينة وكان تحته كنز لهما وكان أبوهما صالحا فأراد ربك أن يبلغا أشدهما ويستخرجا كنزهما رحمة من ربك وما فعلته عن أمري ذلك تأويل ما لم تستطع عليه صبرا.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار نعوذ بالله من أهل النار. Today we did for number 1 days for Ramadan. Beginning for days them when are the best days them for Ramadan, last 10 days. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you ability for make ibadah inside these days and may Allah accept them for we. Number 21 days for Ramadan for this year, 1443 for Islamic calendar, will be equal to number 23 days for number 4 months for year 2022 for white money calendar. We don't read story for Musa and Khadir. Whether story now about knowledge. Since we na matter for knowledge, where Quraysh, they be provoke, they go ask people of the book, may them give them some question, may them can challenge and name Muhammad for Makkah. As they go ask the people of the book, as I talk for back, Allah talk say, ye sep Musa alayhi salam, may una hear how you don't go find knowledge. I don't intentionally make a repeat back the kissa from beginning to the ending by recitation. We don't take we about 6 minutes, 30 seconds. Reading for the whole kissa. And when they read them, I show say una they remind what we will talk for any ayah where they mention them. Any ayah where they mention them, una they remember what we will talk for day. For my hand are some pages them for book where go find out the benefits where they inside the kissa. for the story for knowledge where Allah give we. You know, say Quran did give we kissa, na say me will take lesson from there. لَقَدْ كَانَ فِي قَصَصِهِمْ عِبْرَةٌ لِأُولِي الْأَبْصَارِ. Say Allah talk say for their story we would narrate for you, O Muhammad, lesson there for people where they get the vision of the heart. That means say eye, where heart detect can use them for see with them. Now two eye there, eye for eye there and eye for heart today. That eye for heart, now they call us say basira for Arabic. So any story where Allah narrate for we, he want me to take na the lesson where they inside. So this one, it concerns a matter for knowledge. We will try mention some few things. If we also carry all what we the inside this kissa, we will get about 200 benefits. It will only pass na pass. So this one, for render credit for man way na he own credit, na some man when na Islamic teacher for university for Karachi for Pakistan, he named na Fakhrul Islam al-Madani. He look into that case, he move things them for the where they number about 146 lessons. But if we continue, when I go here, plenty issues the day where I go Adam for the where you never mention them. Where if we follow only that trend for Adam, it will be like 200 to take past safe. According to how scope for person be open and how he get available time for really research this issa. That means say a story where you support for follow up, sentence, word, letter by letter. All the episodes for this story for Musa alayhi salam, it give na guideline for knowledge. First thing, where would you see them for the kissa? Now say if you want to find knowledge, you must get malam where get quality where they go take knowledge for you. Maybe all man they learn for you. No. Now why that they send Musa right to Majma'ul Bahrain, and they talk Sewati. They say you go see some seven where now we on, where we don't give you mercy, we don't give you knowledge, we don't give you wisdom. Learn from ye. So they learn now from man where he learn. Now why that Muhammad ibn Sirin, he don't come with the antarik tawatur. Plenty people narrate from ye. He did for instance plenty book the way they talk about knowledge, al-faqih wal-mutafaqih for Baghdadi, the matter they inside al-kifaya min usuli ilmi riwaya for Khatib al-Baghdadi, the matter they inside many other books. Ibn Sirin to say, inna hadha al-ilma dinun, fanzuru amman ta'khuzuna dinakum. Say this matter for knowledge na religion. No na look say una take una religion. And then he said the Ibn Sirin, he talk say, we no begin ask about people where they talk about knowledge. Now until trouble happen, when trouble come now, people they go get fanaticism, begin support lie, because they na their man they on top. Then when trouble happen, قلنا سموا لنا رجالكم فينظر من أهل السنة والجماعة فيؤخذ منه وينظر إلى رجل من أهل البدعة والفرقة فلا يؤخذ عنه. Una tell we una men na who tell una. They go see if na man for sunnah, they take him for you. If na man for sunnah, they reject him for you. This very statement, it don't come from Imam Malik. Imam Malik to say, inna hadha al-ilma din. Fanduru amman ta'khuduna dinakum. This matter for knowledge na religion. Look of Usa, you take your religion. Then Malik, he talks say, we don't meet up 70 people. For instance, and Muhammadu mosque, where any one of them, they say, haddathana. So they go link to Anabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we know they take a dini from them. And when a person way, if you give him money for keep him, you can meet up the money the way the Imam Malik talks say among the 70, no man know the top amana. Now very good people for what we concern behavior, but it was say laysu min ahli hadha shan, not the expert who matter for hadith. Then when Muhammad ibn Muslim, Ibn Shihab ibn Zuhri, Abu Bakr, if he come, when a young man, Malik to say na so would go gather for you take knowledge, because na man we na expert for day. So first thing for knowledge, check say you take now from who. That one na number one. Second thing, na say as-su'alu miftahun li khairin kathir. When you be a student, you must ask. The king asks what way you know. The king asks what way you know. Now so you go gather plenty knowledge. They ask Abdullah ibn Abbas, say this huge knowledge where you gather and so. You gather and through which means, he say bilisanin sa'ul wa qalbin aqul. He say now with tongue way over ask and heart way over store what way here. So if you get tongue way they ask, and then you get big storage for keep knowledge, like heart for Ibn Abbas, you go get knowledge. Number 3, al-murafaqatu fi safar. When you want to go for find knowledge, or when Malam want to go place for knowledge, for add knowledge, may take some person may accompany. That one too, don't learn for this kisa because Musa bitech Yusha ibn Nun. And then again, when you want to take person where you want to go with you for worker, you go choose now choose. Certainly Nabi Yusha ibn Nun be the only student for Musa ibn Imran. They plenty, but you select inside them. Allahu Akbar. Rihla ma al-ulama. Wallahi, some people, they get knowledge because they became worker with Malam. Nabi said the day inside classroom, they learn. Just for become follow. Malam one go travel, they go with he. So during that travel, so Malam go to say, read me this ayah. And then open Ibn Jarir Tabari may bring me aqwal salafi tafsir al-ayah. What Malam they talk for that ayah. As we read and so you na the learn. You and you una the learn. Then even ahwal condition for Malam self, you go make and you learn today. I don't travel with my brother when a big Malam for Douala, Sheikh Umar Diko from Yaoundé to Marwa. Wallahi lesson wa gather from Sheikh Umar Diko na be small one. From Yaoundé to Marwa. When me and you will talk, if we talk sis id internal azkar. I know by ever work our person like. If talk just sis na azkar. And then how Allah they make it thing. As we reach for Marwa, they say that two people for one room for hotel. Then we go for two for one hotel. For one hotel, me I hardly sleep for night. I hardly sleep. So all the time where this Malam one ton now with Azkar. If sleep me, let's say one leave the eye small. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, Subhanallah al-azim, Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, Subhanallah al-azim. Now Azkar. And then for go Marwa, come back, we should don't have one chair with you. For inside train and for inside autobus, bus. He give me advice then what I use and suited today. This journey began in 2014. You see Al-Barka for follow Malam. When you do work with Malam, you go learn a lot from he. Another thing where they come for this Issa, if you want go worker, where the worker, it be necessary say may explain for the student on a destination and what way they inside the journey so that make it prepare. Now why the Musa talk for he say la abrahu hatta abluga majma al baharaini aw amdiya hukuba. I no go stop for worker until I reach for place where two sea meet up or I go continue for worker for long time. So may you know, prepare yourself. If you are up to the task, ahlan wa sahlan, you are welcome. If not, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala divert him from you and to another person where he deserve him. Maybe you go follow me for that historical journey. Now only Allah know the number of years we pass for this journey, and this will still benefit from. And then would you understand, say, if you want to go for work like this one, if I may take a young man, maybe old man, because fatahu.
No.
He talk now for young man. Because na young man go carry water, bring gun. Na young man maybe I'll close the tea, go wash them. All these things them. Na young man go do and maybe person way. You say you go need for help. For this case, I understand say for forget na human nature. And na that human nature way they inside prophet them. So if prophet forget, no be problem.
No.
If a prophet forget, no be problem. Now why that the top of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam for Quran say what? Sanuqri'uka fala tansa illa ma sha Allahu satansahu. We go teach you now. You go teach you. You know go forget except what where Allah want me to forget. You go forget. Then Nabi Adam too. Walaqad ahidna ila Adam min qablu fanasiya. Will be give order for Nabi Adam. He forget. So Musa yitu ani young man where did he go? Nasiyahu tahuma. Them too they forget. So for forget they be crying they be problem. We understand from the Kissa to say prophet them na human being. So what we concern human need. They did inside, they did chop, they did drink, and that one never make and they never be prophet. You never move them. You never move them from being prophet because it was the atina gada ana. We don't suffer, hungry don't do it, bring we chop. And then we don't see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala your ability for the way it bring back to life the one way they don't die, he get the ability for do that one. And then see nothing where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala he make up for Ibn Adam, say maybe he can help he became worker for the all this one understand from this matter. The knowledge for unseen, na Allah know the knowledge of the unseen, and if you nobody teach you, you no go know. And then we understand say fawqa kulli dhi ilmin alim. Any man will get knowledge, some man they on top you a passy. Now why that no hesitate for take knowledge from man where you know say he pass you. Then for inside this kissa, we understand say one of the area where it shows say knowledge na the most important thing for finance and nabi for Allah Musa. You will go work for seeker knowledge. Allahu Akbar. Wa kadhalika kana salaf yaf'alun. Na so salaf did do. Jabir ibn Abdullah, he kissed Sayan Abdullah ibn Unais. He will come from Medina. He work go right for Misra. As he go, he talks a and go talk for that man say na ye. Where that man na man for authority. Whether na governor for Misra at that time. It was a go talk for ye say ye brother Jabir from Medina. It wedi. He go talk for it for he say na Jabir ibn Abdullah. The man can ask and say na Jabir ibn Abdullah. He say yes, Jabir ibn Abdullah. He go talk for he. Then he come out, he embrace he. He say what he bring you. He say I don't come for ask you some hadith when me and you remain on top this ground where we know the hadith. And I fear. May I die or you die when nobody make revision for this hadith that he bring me one hadith from Medina to Misra. After he talk for you the hadith, Jabir talk for you bye. For inside the ruwa, Jabir nobody enter house. Jabir just climb your riding tool, go back for Medina. ومن يخرج من بيته مهاجرا إلى الله ورسوله ثم يدركه الموت فقد وقع أجره على الله. Any man will come up from your house, one go for work to Allah and the messenger, then die me to be for road, you don't certainly get the reward for for what you be intending. Now who be the particular man where become one go for Allah and the messenger he die for root. Malam they find this man, so Malam Waka find this man for 14 years. He find the money in him. At the end he go get the money in Damrat ibn Habib. And many other things where the confirm say knowledge nothing for Waka go find him. And then this one too, it take me to Rihla fi talab al-ilm. Say if you regard knowledge, you first get knowledge for people where they there for your own country. You finish what way you get them for knowledge, and then you come on now go for different side. If you hear knowledge for hadith, there different side you follow. Knowledge for Quran, fiqh, you follow that, so you go gather them. This one na sunnah mahmuda wa fiha baraka. It get al baraka. Imam al-Bukhari take 46 years to work and find knowledge. He make riwayah meet up like 1,000 and something malam. He say of all these 1,000 and something malam, he no bar right hadith from Bid'ah man when na absolute Bid'ah man. That means say man when na man for Bid'ah 100%. You know say malam they don't say we thank Allah, say no complete Bid'ah man no day. Where Allah keep we adini for you, say if not before you will not get the adini, you never be. People like Ibn Hajar and the rest, they don't find and they never get them. Say you be completely bid'ah man and so on hadith they way now only you make the riwayah, Allah deny them that virtue. They don't get them. Now why the Ibn al-Qayyim does say any man way deny Ahli Sunnah, when he want debate with Ahli Sunnah, he go must take na hadith way na Ahli Sunnah narrate him. Does say I deny this Sunnah way bring on li'anna al-Bukhari rawa, or Muslim rawa, Tirmidhi rawa, Abu Dawud, Nasai, Tabrani, Malik, Ahmad, Shafi'i, Ibn Abi Shayba, Dara Qutni, all now people. If you don't say maybe the man make riwayah, may no bring them from Ahli Sunnah, you no go get her. He therefore say. Now only Ahlul Sunnah they work a gather hadith. Now why that's one of their name na Ahlul Hadith. Now people for hadith. Where you get some number, if you nobody reach for that, they don't fit to say the man for hadith. That's Imam Ahmad say, if man memorize 20,000 hadiths with isnad, they fit to say the man for hadith, he say no. 20,000 with isnad, no, not the man for hadith. Now just a listener, external candidate. Now man way they learn hadith from upside. You nobody yet in the house. Allahu Akbar. Then, if you want to learn knowledge, may you know say some particular age no there for learn knowledge. This age where Musa they learn go for learn knowledge, now age where Musa don't already advance. But that one never deny for talk for his sake, take your book go learn. Plenty Sahaba they don't memorize Quran now for their big age. Where they there for old age. Never saying as more picking than they learn. No, for their old age. So it shows say when determination day and intention good, at any time you go learn knowledge. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you ability for learn knowledge. Knowledge will go help we. And then we understand so say two people no fit flop. Man will define knowledge, and man will define worldly things. He no fit flop. Now Musa this, he talk direct with Allah, receive revelation. Now he be the prophet of the time, but the same may go increase knowledge. Now Anna Muhammad do this, so take he die, he adu anawati, wa qur rabbi zidni ilma. The talk for say begin talk say Allah increase me in knowledge. And he became ask him, Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafi'a wa a'udhu bika min ilmin la yanfa'. I beg you, give me, oh Allah, knowledge will be beneficial, and then deny me knowledge where you know be beneficial, where you know go help me. So two people they know develop. They never ever get time. Another two would benefit from this kissa. Say we never ever get time where the whole world it be where Malam no day, student no day. Throughout the history. If you find them out, say for some time, if you don't be, they never get doctors then, they never get other people then, but malam where you go teach adini, and student where you go learn, you never ever jam. If you no be malam, no say malam then day. If you no be student, no say student the day. So if you know the find knowledge, no say people where they find knowledge, they day. For all time, for all generation, knowledge no fit be nothing to say now me will live and me will not find knowledge. And knowledge, nothing way it concern man way it there for journey, and man way it there for town, and man way he want cheat, and man way they cheat the rich man, poor man, all man get for learn. So that if you get bad behavior, you stop them. May you not say a bad behavior, if not good one, you continue. Then again, mulazama to Sheikh wal Ustaz. And then for knowledge, after you learn for class, may you make sure say you be tightly connected to Malam. You go see 7 students for knowledge then the one then way they be tightly connected to Malam, now then go get knowledge past others. Minus the one for inside class, so different knowledge today for corner. When the tight combi for Malam, now then they get that one. Look Salaf, they used to go hang for Malam in skin. So they made them be trustworthy more than the Malam you picking themselves. That means say picking for Malam go talk, they go to say keep you talk so me over here. That boy talk say what it don't happen for Abdullah ibn Umar. For matter where concern Salim ibn Abdullah and Nafi, Mawla Abdullah. Imam Ahmad and others, they talk say Athbatun Nasi fi ibn Umar Nafi, Mawlahu. Say the most authentic man for what we concern hadith them for Ibn Umar na Nafi, Nabi Salim. When Salim be the bomb picking for Ibn Umar. And notice that Salim too na simple man wa ide inside buhuril ilmi sab'a. Some people put you for inside sab'a to abhor. Classify you for one rank with Sa'id ibn Musayyib then, Urwat ibn Zubair, Abu Bakr ibn Yasar, Sulaiman ibn Yasar, and others. 7 of them from Medina. When they stand on top matter, no man of it broke over the whole wall. Salim be there inside. Some people put the move Kharija. Some people put Kharija, move Salim. So if you make mulazama with Sheikh, so they may be say you know you matter past any other person. In the way if they don't say you don't talk, so you go to say no, you know about talk. It don't happen Aisha and Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and Abu Huraira. If Abu Huraira mention hadith, you got to say Abu Huraira know very well what did come off your mouth. This matter will be there and then Muhammad will mention and it be now so maybe the way we understand. Aisha the correction. Now who Aisha nova corregi? Now who Aisha nova corregi? Zarkashi gets some fine book. Al-Ijaba li-iradi mastadrakathu Aisha ala sahaba. Book where you no go tell for reader. Say it bring answer for what way Aisha make remark on Sahaba. What we overfind me for that book, Zarkashi start now with Aisha Ipa, Abu Bakr Siddiq. He mentioned matter. Look the way Abu Bakr David and Nabi. Tightly connected. But woman na woman. Man you woman na you woman. Abu Bakr talk. Aisha say no Nabi so. The matter no be na so. He correct Abu Bakr. Where all we know say for matter for knowledge, no companion no the way near Abu Bakr your foot. No. But Aisha make a correction. Now why the Abu Musa al-Ashari, he talks say I don't see big companion for Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. They differ for matter for inheritance. When they send them for Aisha, answer come, all man they keep quiet. So mulazama to shuyukh, for say may you know separate with people for knowledge, it give you additional advantage for what way it concern knowledge. But now plenty people they not take them that way. Maybe must say when you learn from man, all thing where they talk you must understand all. So why you been say your brain and your surrounding faculties, but admit you to the level for understand. So if you want to take knowledge, take the one way if you take and leave the one way he pass you. Now why that? Khidir to say what antu allimani mimma ullimta min at-tabi'idiyya. I want follow you so that may you teach me. Musa to for Khadir say I want follow you, may you teach me from what you way they teach you. Maybe all what way they teach you, from among what way they teach you. Just cut small, give me two, it will help me. Before you want enter any knowledge, you must know the principle for that knowledge. Make them put condition on how matter go work. Any knowledge where they define and where condition know they at the end the knowledge no go work. They no get the knowledge. Then another thing, any man where they find knowledge, you go must suffer. And if you suffer, you get for tired heart. Suffer no go make a really matter for knowledge. Abu Zur Adam, they used to chop raw fish where don't rot in the smell because of knowledge. That means the work of a fine knowledge they read from Misra. They never get time for Shidon. If they want can Shidon read, they go to say so and so mal and don't just come. You want give lesson for hadith. They go run for go here before they want close another lesson don't be. So they hungry, then they buy fish. As they buy fish, when a raw fish, they no be succeed for prepare that fish for chopper. It makes things when always the one she don't na lesson, the one she don't na lesson, they follow the lesson for gather knowledge. Then you want read number 3 day that fish is start for smell. It don't be rotten. They chop a raw for fear say may they no spoil money because na then the may rewire say Anabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam naha an ida'atil mal.
Allahu.
And then Muhammad don't deny me the liver may chop spoil, may money spoil. For Zika that one, not so be hungry be the problem, they no go against hadith. So when you define knowledge, you go more suffer. Ibn al-Qayyim does say if you never give all yourself to knowledge, not enough you cut your own part give you. You give all yourself before get small. Maybe plenty small. Now why that if it be needed for say may you tie heart. We will talk this matter for tie heart subsequently. For learn knowledge, لا يفتقر إلى بناء وسكن. For learn knowledge, you don't need to build house, build your place for stay and all the like before you learn knowledge. You see all these cases of Musa, we never talk about where you go stay. We never talk say rent house for Musa. Nothing. The most important thing for day, now for work can find the knowledge. So what you go stay, what you go chop, place where you go to study for day, the place be constructed, not be constructed, all that one a secondary issue. When we confirm say the knowledge and all that, we don't take knowledge. Even if na under 3 palaba no day. And then another thing we understand, say al-ilmu yu'ta ilayhi wa la ya'ti. They follow knowledge, now follow, not be knowledge, they follow people. And now I had the theory or idea for say you go follow man the teach you for house, I don't want them. You know, fine. Except if some strict necessity day, due to the condition for the man we want to teach, now man will be for old age, he is sick, he be far from Jama'ah, need day for say may not be inside group because they'll go faster than he get them. That one a different matter. But for say may person because na money man may call you go, wallahi you go end up for disgrace and humiliation. The knowledge no go be impacted to you and then you go bring your daraja down. You go make sure say you become watchman for the compound. Make sure say you look out dress for picking and all the like, and that one for bring daraja for knowledge for down. No ever do am. No follow rich man for go teach for house. Imam Malik, Imam Dar al-Hijra, Khalifa. When they talk Khalifa for that time, Nama will control from Pacific to Atlantic. from boundary for China to go in Mauritania. Na the controller, na the Khalifa. Maybe say it costs on small jurisdiction, the rule for the now from Pacific to Atlantic. Khalifa to say me Mali Bikin come for house. They teach picking them knowledge. Malik to say if you go you salad you for me. Talk say Malik degree and then tell you say al ilmu yu'ta wa la ya'ti. Say knowledge they follow you na follow knowledge no they follow man. Innal muallima wat tabiba kilahuma la yansahani idha huma lam yukrama. Doctor and teacher, if they never honor them, they don't give advice. So this one, nothing we would understand. Musa said, "Ego, mitobi." You know what to say? Ego wait because he talk with Allah direct, and no man know they on the ground where he talk with Allah direct. Me khadir kam bikin teaching. Jano iwu kobo na go. So they express how he don't suffer for that worker. All this one, he teach we virtues them for knowledge. And we understand, say, you know, if you do something except with knowledge. Before you want to do something, knowledge must be. Babul ilmi qabla al-qawli wal-amal. Bukhari to say, before you want to open your mouth talk, you must know what you for talk. And before you want to walk up for do something, you must know what you for do. Because it practically be impossible for do what you don't know. You know if you do and because you don't know. And then another thing we would gather around for here, say knowledge, he get in a big position for Allah's side. When they want honor messengers them, prophet them, Allah they honor them now with knowledge. Wa allama Adam al asma'a kullaha. We don't teach Adam asma, all names them. And then we talk for him, say may go to for malaika. Malaika they confirm, they talk say la ilma lana illa ma allamtana. قال يا آدم أنبئهم بأسمائهم فلما أنبأهم بأسمائهم قال ألم أقل لكم إني أعلم غيب السماوات والأرض وأعلم ما تبدون وما كنتم تكتمون. Time where Adam talk for them what way they don't know angels. Allah does say I know betray una say I know the hidden thing for heaven and the one for inside earth. And I know what you want to express and what you want to hide them. Now it is Adam don't show una say he pass una for matter for knowledge. And then Muhammad wa allamaka ma lam takun ta'lam wa kana fadlullahi alayka azima. We teach you what way you know be say you know be say you know be know. And then Allah favor on top you in a very big one. وَلَقَدْ آتَيْنَا دَاوُدَ وَسُلَيْمَانَ عِلْمًا. We don't give Nabi Dawud and Nabi Sulaiman, we give them knowledge. So all Anbiya for Allah, when they want to honor them, they honor them now with knowledge. No. So knowledge nothing we get daraja for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala his side. Another thing we would understand na al-amalu bil qawli wa tadbiq al-amali. Made them work with what way they talk and made them practically do them. Because when you do them, it shows say that thing maybe only talk for mob. You don't talk for you shall say me and you go continue for worker until we reach for our destination or if we never reach get what we want them, we know they come back. And then Musa practice them. And then Musa he practice them. So it shows say if you deal with person where you want be role model for you, when you talk, may you match that talk with action. He talk and they go. And they work as suited until they get what way they want them. Another thing we would understand for here, that say Islam be in need of commandos. Now who be commando? Commando na person where they send you for mission. Say may make sure say he achieve what you go for do or may no come back, may remain for day. So a commando na man way he mission na do or die. I don't come out, leave my mommy, leave my papa, leave my friends, leave brothers, leave my sisters. For tafsir, I want to go bring that one so that make us save my ummah for this problem where they did inside. So if you never get knowledge, remain for day, no come back. Any sector where will lack them, may them get some young man where go knock chest, say me I go solve this problem for ummah. Maybe always we should don't for corner road begin talk. Since we this Bamenda, they will never get computer engineer. Since we this Bamenda, they will never get a real established building engineer. Since we would have Bamenda, will never get Hafiz for Quran, will never get man way to make tafsir, will never get malam for fiqh, will never get pilot, will never get man way Eastern. Say one, all this one, now talk what we talk. Now who among the young men who woke up, take the sticks up down for say I don't go for find that thing where they define them. And if when I see me, I don't come back with them. And if when I never see me, when I make me a dua. Some commander, where you don't wear your clothes for go fight war. You woman as he say, if war finish, now I go find you now for Usai. He say either for that people they are big man where I don't sit down on top of chair and I meet the give order or find me inside Al Jannah. Now so. Now one of these two. Either may he kill me or go Al Jannah or may I finish with them climb on top of their throne rule. This one they call and say commandos. When you go for mission, make sure say you come back. May you be zealous, ambitious. And then Muhammad will get some problem. Where he get relation with linguistic barrier. Yahudu, and then Muhammad will be forced to make diplomatic relation with them. If you get correspondence, they write for you, he write for them. But now, and then Muhammad will not know their Hebrew language. They must bring now one of them now. If letter come, now one of them go can read the letter, tell Anne Muhammad what they talk for inside the letter. Then if Anne Muhammad will get for reply, now one of them go still write and back for them. Anne Muhammad will say there is insecurity in this linguistic barrier. I know be sure say what way they talk and for them now they tell me, or what way I talk and now they go tell them. Now who among una go learn Hebrew, their Jews their language, Hebrew. Zaid ibn Sabir who say Ya Rasulallah mi agolena. Zaid he talk say you know but take you 2 weeks. He learn and understand and master them. Some people didn't matter pass them. They say if you first know the language, na say it's cementam, or now from A, B, C, so T, you go reach the end of the language only for 2 weeks. They say no. They calculate time divided by intelligence for Zayd ibn Sabit. They say it's small. You know if you achieve them. Say no. If you know if you do them, keep quiet. Think where it pass you, it pass you. Ajib ya Jama. People they way if it's look one page so glance with eyes so wallahi he don't memorize them. Now, if he glance on page so he memorize all what way the inside. Imam Shafi bibi among. So man go tell for say you know they happen. Nah, it happen. Time we would go class. I began some habit where that habit almost won't cause me problem. I get for understand say if they give lesson today, 45 minutes, 5 lessons, I they memorize all what way they talk. So I know you take pen and paper, enter for class. I the joke go she don't so. If they finish, let's say back and back all. Place where man and stop drink water, I go talk. Place where sneeze, go talk. Man where ask question, I go talk. Wahakada. And if exam come for that place, I go just see that the way the man and they explain the place, the right and back. Now after some time, I just try for CC, but if it take me how many minutes for memorize a page, I see whether it's still there or that time now you'd edge. It's still there. I meet up and say the thing the Sheikh. The Sheikh problem plenty. That time trouble over plenty. Inshallah, alhamdulillah. So when they say Zayd ibn Thabit, he learned Hebrew language for 2 weeks. From one way, he know people their special ability and talent. Wallahi, saying that the simplest thing that will happen for Sahaba. People like Buhari, they can't measure 100 hadiths where they be wrong. Imam al-Bukhari, they memorize the wrong hadiths the way where you bring in your order, erroneous order, and then back and for you back in the correct way. See, ilm. Now, why that hour here said that he studied brain for Albert Einstein, said the man begets sense, and he used now only about 15% of the reasoning faculty. Now he will trouble the whole world with atomic energy, what he threw, relativity, and the rest. I say, Rahimallahu al-Bukhari, I keep me quiet. When they told Einstein, I say, Bukhari, Rahimahullah. Now I say, people, they never know the other side of the story. Now why did they see and say, someone now all and all? Allahu Akbar. So, if ambition day, person go memorize for short time. Zayd ibn Thabit, it take 2 weeks because the general ummah be in need for and for our information, Arabic and Hebrew are sister languages. That means say the over fever sute. In the way where if we hear Israeli man, they talk Arabic, we will to say an Arab man. Or Palestinian, they talk Hebrew, you will to say a Hebrew man. So they fever for plenty issues then. So matter for knowledge, if you go for final, maybe make sure so you must come back with result. Maybe be in a month for mission. Maybe say you go then go the play, go for learn medicine for France, for England, go become worker for night clock. At the end, you go turn for exam, you pass, they give you certificate, you can't enter animal you operator, you kill an animal operator, you kill an animal operator, you kill them. Because you never learn. You just can't risky people their life. Result for school, maybe be knowledgeable. Now say it happens, say sometimes you just check, say, may I read this place. All the 3 questions come now only for day. But where the book contain about 1,000 pages, you know read up to 100 pages. And all the exam be set now for day, and you pass. So then you be number 1. So then the graduate put you crown for head. Palaba no day, but the knowledge day. Hadihi mushkila. So what we need for community, we need commandos. Now we go to say, Kai, I'll go learn tafsir, come back. I'll go learn Lugha, come back. You know, go be same as on Arab man come for Bamenda, may they begin finance, say who go translate. I'll go move that shame for Ummah. You know, go be same they want build masallachi, may they to say building engineer, now only KAHF so and so. Will not get a man where if he draw we even sketch plan for masjid. No, me I'll go learn that one. I'll go lock that one for Ummah. Now so you get for hook up with this kind of ambition. And if you go for them, make sure say you know the comeback. If you not see the comeback now will result. If there is no result, then I better remain for the. Now then be commandos. Now so Musa talk say I no go stop for waka until I reach Majma ul Bahrain or I go continue for waka. I am the Hokuba until I go for place where 2C meet up or I begin continue for waka. If I never reach that destination, forget what you are one time. I no go stop for waka. That Hokuban plenty talk there on top. The list talk where they told say I go waka for 1 year. Some talk they told say 70 years. So one they say 80 years. So one they told say for the rest of my lifetime I go to work until I get what you are want. And then if I say when you give lesson, may you explain them. Explain them for the best detailed way where students go understand what we talk. Now why that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala concerning all messengers, when that then be the first teacher for mankind, he say, وَمَا عَلَى الرَّسُولِ إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ الْمُبِينَ. Not in no way they charge any messenger with, except make it deliver the message and may make a plain, cite example for down, where all man go understand. And exactly now what the messengers they did do. Now they work that. When they explain matter, they explain unto the level where you know go get no doubt. And their inheritors, their chopchia, the malam. Now exactly what way they do, al ulama warathatul anbiya. Now so too they do. I ask you for Sikha Allah. If maybe the effort where malam they take come for explain the Quran, now which brain for this world if you understand Al Quran? Which brain? If Annabi Muhammad will never explain Quran for Sahaba too they understand Quran, explain them for Tabi'in to Tabi'ut Tabi'in. Now who will really understand Al Quran? For people for English, Oliver Twist don't talk English, no problem for understanding. Shakespeare talk English, no problem for understanding. You know, if you read what way Shakespeare he talk until you get big dictionary for your corner. But when you do Shakespeare, he be learn literature now from Arabs, from the books them for Alfu Layla wa Layla. When you hear story where they talk say Arabian Night or Thousand Night and Thousand Night, all now book them where they write them for literature. And for your information, that Alfu Layla wa Layla them na the lowest book for inside class for learn Arabic literature. Because when they talk literature, they start now with Al-Mu'allaqat is-Sab'a. But Shakespeare never go original for day. Only for down here, confusion inter people. But say the tongue now what? Then fama baluka bi kalami rabbil alamin. Talk for Allah. If Nabi say Allah to say wala gada yassarna al-Quran. Now we make Quran easy. If Nabi so no man no day with you understand what we Quran the talk. But with all this, what Ibn Abbas talk? He say Quran be divided into 4. Some of the explanation for Quran don't pass. Some one day now for we time. Some one are just shortly after we. Then some the meaning for Quran, it go be explained now for Judgment Day. Before people go really understand, say that I mean what. So now your duty for make it easy, soften the material. So more than the way they teach you, you feel say they challenge you. They just say, you know, usul al-fiqh, I don't know. I be talk. I don't know, teach me. You be talk say what? I don't know, teach me. I go meet some group of people then. They say, this student them, they don't know usul, they don't know amun yuradu bihil khas, khasun yuradu bihil am, amun baki ala umume. They talk big talk. تنبيهم بالأعلى على الأدنى والأدنى على الأعلى والمساوي على المساوي. They don't know المشترك المتواطئ المشكك. They don't know أنواع الدلالات. تضمن التزام مطابقة. I say they don't know, teach them. Now if you work with their names, they don't know. If someone can't explain matter for knowledge, then you walk up for inside Jama'ah see for what way you know say you no go know, so that means show Jama'ah say you know about reach level. I don't talk about knowledge finish. Just say Ustaz. Now what to be era for la ilaha illallah. I don't know. Allahu A'lam. The other problem there. Oh, yeah, Ustaz. You make wa'azi, sometimes we make wa'azi. Some talib put the hand up, say we don't talk about ablution. We mention now only one idea for say when they wipe head, they go must wipe now completely the head go and come. We finish. He put the hand up. He say, well, we never mention the other talk because now two talk there for the mas'ala. Talk for people where they say completely and people where they talk say na partially. Where that one na Imam Shafi'i. I say, no, sir. For your information, na 8 talk there for day. Na 8. Maybe 2. Na 8. But these people, I teach them ablution, I tell them that the authentic one. They never enter for that one where you talk. But even you too, you should say, walk see there in front of you. Because when you there for 2, just begin count and say -6. And then me, I tell you 8, when research will continue, I don't know now minus what he did in front of me. So some man for matter for knowledge, it challenge you. Give something me hard. Explain, you never understand. You just say, maybe all man, they understand this thing. Now matter where it hard for understand. No, you know be a good teacher. You must make a make them understand. Talk with all kind talk. Example. Because the goal for knowledge, now for understand. Unfortunately, plenty teachers them, they are working for challenge students. Now why that you see students them now after long they don't leave study before they understand what way they learn them. But not for that time where they learn. Especially science students. Most of their things the way they get up with their imagination. Because the way the teacher to detect them, men younger with the knowledge. Now in the way where you know the what way they tell you. No, Al-Mursalun, Anbiya, the make can give you explain. Just as this Al-Khadir, he explained very well for Musa. He say all these things will be past you. Now the detailed analysis for it. This one now so with cool language and either they use word them where they get double meaning, ambiguous statement, the user. For make a meeting it clear. Then if you did inside lesson, interruption come. Say no fun way to make lesson that interrupt, the fine. Leave a medicine finish. So if you be teacher, interruption come. If not for place where Jama'ah then they make lesson by here continue our classes. So manka and then Mahmoud to concentrate they explain for Sahaba. Say, Ya Muhammad mata sa'a. And then Mahmoud will tell you move ahead, continue you talk. Say may they leave what way they talk may explain say now when exactly judgment day will be. And then Mahmoud will continue the lesson. Sahaba now divide into 2. Someone they told say lam yasma makalata. And then Mahmoud will know by here. Then someone they told say sami'ahu wa kariha maqal. He hear, but he be heard that interruption. After he end, he say ayna urahu sa'ilu an sa'a. Say usai dama way they ask concerning judgment day. He say nami this ya Rasulallah. Then he say idha duyi'atil amanatu fantadhir sa'a. If people betray amana begin with judgment day. Then he answer, he go. This one now in group. You see, about stop, what way they do, he concentrate, do and finish. Because he don't take explanation, he want for go learn. Then if you did not only you two with you, where no Jama'ah no day, if you bring them, may Job call your attention now, call him. Say, may no ask him, may leave him after lesson. Just call your attention and that's all. Like how Khidr doing with Musa, he said, Alam aqul innaka lam tastati'a ma'iya sabra. Now just for call your attention. So nothing no day for this he talk Alam aqul innaka lam tastati'a ma'iya sabra, where you get relation with the problem where Musa raised up. About answering the problem. Time for answer never reach. Wait until the end of the lesson. So you go call attention, then you continue for your classes. And then for this one, it show we say when you explain something, may you repeat it 2 times, 3 times, so that may they understand. Because this lesson 1 time, 2 times, now until the 3 times before, is Musa, work with Musa. And now Musa put condition. And then Muhammad, if he teach, when he talk thing, he repeat and 3 times. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. You go for Bible ilm, you go meet up and so on. If you talk, you go repeat the talk 3 times, so that make people catch them, understand them, because now they go take and now go deliver them for others. And then when you want to explain lesson, you need for gather people their attention, students their attention. Make us say, me una listen. I go tell una why I enter this class and over give salam. So now attention now go be focused. Then you start talk. When the nobody get that listening ear, attentiveness, your talk no go get used. Quran give 3 conditions for any man who want listen talk, and then made that talk benefit. Inna fi dhalika la dhikra liman kana lahu qalbun aw alqa sam'a wa huwa shahid. Aw alqa sam'a wa huwa shahid. Say Quran now preaching, now good tool for remembrance. But for man where you get hurt, he had their life, and then he keep the ear open, the listening, and then he be as he the listening say he no be absent-minded. You know, say some man they listen you where after you don't say I talk say what you go to still look you again. You go touch she before he shake. That man he give ear, but you know they listen to you. He had all you know they will do. If these 3 know they you know again knowledge. So you call their attention, make them focus before you start for talk for them. Now why that says سَأُنَبِّئُكَ بِتَأْوِيلِ مَا لَمْ تَسْتَطِيعَ عَلَيْهِ صَبْرًا. What way you know fit for tired, I go tell you. Then it does say أَمَّا السَّفِينَةُ وَأَمَّا الْغُلَامُ وَأَمَّا الْجِدَارُ. Where the show say na detail now, because amma na harfu for tafsil. Concerning this one, it be na so. And then this sector na so. And then for here too, na so. This one, na he give the detailed explanation. Where after the explanation, Musa no bigger question because the kids are just end for then and end. MashaAllah. Then for inside here again, we understand Malam, if you teach people, no only begin judge na problem where they occur. Begin link your judgment with what will happen in the future. That means say you feel do something where it apparently no be correct, but you know the solve na problem for that time. It is solve na long problem for before. Now until it can before people will understand. Just as Khidr, he be killed this small pikin for avoid for say that small pikin no make a mepa and mami be destroyed in the future. So Malam go be killed the consequence of affair. They ask you fatwa before you make fatwa, may you look at what you for talk.
No.
One, because people sometimes they go ask you question in the way where you go give them favorable answer. Now why that if you listen big Malam their answer for fatwa Ibn Baz, Ibn Taymiyyah and the rest, they go to say إذا كان الحال كما ورد في السؤال فالجواب كذا. Say if true, the way you ask that question, naive be the condition, now the answer this. And if Nabi, now you know, and nobody give you answer for go do bad thing with them. So some woman if ask you question, you answer it, now means that for Chakara married house. You must be very careful for get answer. Sometimes they go ask you a question, you don't say you don't get answer for that question.
No.
Malam me adua go tie heart. You don't see say any answer you get, you go scatter na the family. The woman go run in married house, and you no care for picking way bonam, and so on. And this one go make a bandit a group for inside community, prostitute they did because they no get no person where they care for them. So you Mala, if you see from afar that one, you stop them from before it won't happen. Maybe always say the solve an existing problem, but every future problem may begin solve as we hear for this kissa. They don't mention patient for this kissa na 7 times. 7 times. Where the show say the precondition for say may you succeed for all what you will you do. Now patient you go tie hard. Hausa people, they talk say, man will get patient. You go be able for cook stone with cool water, make it done so they made a chop 'em. Stone. That means say you got time hard, become put maybe warm water when a cool one, you they put them stone the absorber, put them in the absorber. So they made the stone is a done. The nobody to say me you take stone, put her inside pot, become pour water for them, see whether you go down or not. But the one talk for you say you get for take long time the tie hard. No do tie hard, then to say no, this thing it pass you. If you lack tie hard, you go lose plenty thing them. And then if you get tie hard, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala go solve your matter them in the way you go pass the way even you for solve. So for this matter too, for knowledge, if tie hard no day, you know feel learn. أخي لا تنال العلم إلا بستة سأنبيك عن مجموعها ببياني ذكاء وحرص واستبار وبلغة وإرشاد أستاذ وطول زماني. Adena for wastibarum tie hard. If tie hard no day, knowledge no day. You must tie hard for begin go for the place for knowledge. Die hard with teachers them and their behavior. Some teachers they do so their behavior now only for die hard. For inside Islam we get A'amash, Sulaiman ibn Mihran. Now big man for Qira'ah, big man for Hadith. In fact, they be among the few individuals the way the number reach 10, about 6 or 7 of them, where any place you see Malam for Adini, it go back now for this number they want to talk 7. How much they inside? How much behavior over heart? How much? Now man we deceive him for daytime. I get how much? But the behavior translate. So man can she don't win a new man for land. As he come, he go she don't for place where malam, she don't just corner malam. So that may listening understand very well. You know about go she don't for position, so it should say Namawe one big before time. So as Amash see say okay. حدثنا فلان قال أخبرنا فلان. Any hadith, any name you call, I go speed on top that man head. That man die hard. For beginning hadith, come out, run. How much big students, the way they go for it, like Sufyan ibn Uyayna and the rest, he said that they disturb ye. So they buy dog keep him. So that if they come, may that dog chase them, drive them, may they run. So they used to go climb the true fence inter before take hadith for Amash. So they issue don't the inter true door. I see the inter true door issue don't. He say when I don't so see inter, he say yes. They say why you should don't you the vex on. He said, Mata alladhi kana ya'muru bil ma'ruf wa yanha 'anil munkar. He said that dog way begin come out good thing, the deny bad thing don't die. Now why don't wanna enter for take hadith? Waki, go for find knowledge for A'amash. As he say, you be who? He say Waki. Waki ibn al-Jarrah. He say Abi Mulayh. He say yes. To Abu Mulayh power for Waki. Nai be the biggest treasurer for that country that time. Nai the give money, pay workers them. And Malan them for hadith all. Na employee for that time, mashallah, hadith we get daraja. Now go me workers them all. So money for Ahmad, they never pay. He get arrears for hukuma head. Then now na picking for man way the pay don't come for learn hadith. He say my person me I can't take hadith. How many hadiths? He talk say me I can take 100 hadiths. He say go to for your person may pay my money. The power give half of the money. Then how much give you half hadiths, half of the number required. He say whether the remaining half. He say go tell your person time when you finish money or finish the remaining hadiths. How much they pray Janaiza, they won't come back for house. Some man just go carry, but with condition. He go flop you this Allah, this bought with hadith then. He say no problem, I'll do him. He write a flop him. Then the man take the bot, then take how much as he can shoot down. He can put it down. How much of it? You know, say all the hadith. What I tell him for you, all na fake hadith. He say another green how much. I don't deny this one where you talk because you are fear for Allah, God deny you for just deliberately the life of Muhammad with them. Now correct hadith. Allah. He take and go. So you go must tie hard with some malam them, with their behavior. Even Nabi so you know, with there plenty. Amash, Abu Bakr ibn Ayyash, and the rest. Their story strong. So if they had no day with malam, you know, feeling. They had no day for time for study, you know, feeling. They had no day for duration, you know, feeling. They had no day with poverty where you go see them. For the time where you find knowledge, you know, feeling. If you say you want to find knowledge, then be a rich, wealthy man. At the same time, you know, go get the knowledge. Chuba to say, man talab al hadith aflas. Any man will find knowledge for hadith, he will become poor man. He say, Mama, me died, leave me property plenty. I begin sell and buy books them for hadith, sell and work out, find hadith. Sute alas la sell pot where Mami live for me. Because of hadith. Sute they just say, ilmul hadith is sanatul mafalis. Say knowledge for hadith, now work for poor people. You go must tie heart. Yes, if you want you know about tie heart, you know go get them. Tayyib. Another thing where we take them for here, if I make students, may malam when you today with students, you know, begin show your need for them. All the time you tell them say, when I find money, give me, I no get him for top for house, I never parentage, I never do this in. Malam may no begin show you need. Musa won't go so with Yusha. He prepare a provision chop, made them go. Maybe say, you as student go work, bring what you go this work with Allah. Now Musa prepare everything. Another thing for insight, this knowledge what will take them. Now say, you know, but for begin get high ambition. For say me, I go must do this thing before this thing. Palaba no day, you know, but then again, we don't understand for this case. I say if I'm for worker, now for night, maybe for daytime. Because for night, it be, let's say, they roll you ground, it'll be faster than when you work now for daytime. Now, so understand for this case, because it shows say you work now for night and reach for dinner for Zuhur. Then if you deal with big people, may you respect them, honor them. Ata'addubu ma'al kibar. Because as Musa woke up for sleep, you shall not tell you, say, chop no day. Or say, you see that we chop, you don't finish, we not get chop now. This one, you go very be impolite. For because Musa that person way matter for chop, go worry in that way. Because what way they get in front of them now for find knowledge. So he passed that thing for chop. So you shall not for add up, you know, by mention. Now until Madam ask him, say bring with that chop. He said, I forget for tell you. That job maybe you don't go work at intervals. Then go in. Again, for inside this case, it shows say قاعدة ارتكاب أخف الضررين na قاعدة ثابتة. Some formula there for inside Islam for lesser evil. Two evil there in front of you, but you see the evil way now you be the small one. You better do that one for avoid the big one. Palaba no day. Just as you see for this case, they scatter part of the sheep so that may they preserve the whole. They kill Pidgin so that they preserve a dini for parents. And na darar, na bad thing, but it be lesser for evil than the one way they expect and say it will happen. And then again, another qaida two way the inter for here, na adarar yuzal. When you see harm, you go do all means for move that harm. They know they leave harm, we can live with them. No, they move on and move on. Just as you see this harm, you do away with them. Another law again or formula, principle for Islam, where it concerns this matter, it shows after we don't take irtikab akhaf ad-dararain, it tell we say if harm day it does daf'ul madar muqaddamu ala jalb al manafi'.
No.
Say if you did in between two things, the one go benefit you, the one go harm you, and you get ability for do now one of them at a time. You choose which one. For push away evil, or for receive harm, receive goodness. Which one? We push away evil. She don't have over there, or may we leave the evil. He came here touch we. No go win for benefit.
Push away evil.
Eh?
Push away evil.
Now for push away evil. May we not get the benefit. But may we remember for what Musa will be there. Allahu Akbar. Malan, they not only correct for here, they give you example. They say if you stand, they aim you apple and big stone all they come for your face. You go focus the cash apple. May stone brook head, or you go fall for ground, may all two pass. Now, you better me for go. And then again, it tell we say, when we doubt concerning evil, even if not doubt, when we doubt them for evil, we go for avoid them. Not to talk say when we be certain. That one to not law for Islam. They say if they talk for you, say 10 apple there for that house. One be poisonous, unidentified. But all 9 for them are good one, no problem, no day. You go prefer for go chop any of the 1, 2, 3 for inside, for the hope say some time, maybe that one will poison the inside, or you prefer for leave all the 10. For fear say me you no go. All man will get sense, you go do another one. A same man will not get sense. People they way they fit do one. Yes. Maybe people they play some game, they go take pistolet, where you get 5 rounds home. Put 4 cartridge for day, and then leave 1. Turn and put on for your ear. If they drag you never die, now the money they take them. If you die, khalas. A gairu, another one, other one come. You too, they turn and put on for ear. Maybe foolish people, the way they do this one. For those someone who go see and say na foolish thing, you know why? Because the white man did one. Someone just say, if white man do something, no, wisdom must do it. Just a half for spend they play with tomato. Take tomato because you shoot themselves, say, take themselves all. If you see them, you know go. But that one be now among things where the whole world debate for Siam. Why? Because now white man did one. If now we Africa for put there for shoot with tomato, they were saying that part of that our backwardness, uncivilized people, illiterate being, biological deficient people, talk all kinds of head. But now when I spend the shoot yourself with tomato, now I no get problem. Wahakada. So if you doubt something, leave them. You may not go leave them to make problem occur. And then we don't understand say anything where they want to do for this life, we must preserve religion. Now why they kill that small picking so that may destroy religion for power and money. فَخَشِينَا أَنْ يُرْهِقَهُمَا طُغْيَانًا وَكُفْرًا. We don't fear Pidgin go make them made them be kuffar. We don't learn too for this kissa. Say when you be good man, that your goodness go affect to your descendant.
No.
If you be good man, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala go bring some good person, make you come married woman where you live am. Good person where you can take care of picking where you live am. If you be good man, you are picking they no go so far abadan. Isna il ma'ruf, just begin do kindness, do good. How many times for your lifetime where you never die safe? You safe, good thing where you do go come back meet up you. Some man just meet up you for park you want enter motor you want pay. He say pa you no go pay. I no go pay why? Maybe they pay before go. No pa, some righteous servant for Allah don't pay for you. After small time, pa you no remember me. Say my picking there plenty. You be who among them? Let me say you don't have plenty for life. Say I be so and so. Now you big so. You do say now. You do now what? Now me be manager for all this company where you see and all man where travel. Now me same before enter moto. And moto where na me the controller. You as my pa, you no go pay before enter the moto. Now for seeker some good thing we be doing. Now why do you go see some man for old age? You go sit down, pippin motor stand. They move head for plantain through away, back con through away, cassava through away, firewood through away. When you head ache, say una carry it to the biggest hospital. Means for you forget money don't reach. Because the man go send 10,000 when I buy per medicine, 5,000 when I buy medicine, 2,000 when I buy medicine. They will talk for you say when I keep them for when I own use. The medicine say no even day. You know the man when a good man, you trouble no the big. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala they bring it easy for you. They don't go check and say what would the fear be. They don't write a paracetamol. They say well I see them as skin the hot small me I take them. Not in no the way they write them. So all the remaining money when I put them for interest. Halas intaha. Now goodness where you do them, where they come back for you, and then this surah tell you say it go even come back right to your picking. You want go someplace, say you be who say I be so and so person, you picking. So and so person, you picking yes. Allahu Akbar. I remember one day with that man die pa. He do me so. So for that reason, even this thing where you come for final, I not get them. I go find all means for say me you get them. But where Alhamdulillah Allah make us say na me the giam and you don't get them. So select the one way now you like and the remaining one may call ya Ayuhan Nas made the inter for them because you don't already been a VIP. Because of the goodness for power for back. So people where they want for secure future for their picking, when I secure unto true goodness and kindness when I do for others. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala go make them some people they go there where they go take charge. Now true. Plenty people where you do good for them, they not be recognizant. But plenty they do where they not feel ever forget good thing where you do them for them. And they not feel ever open their eye, they see your thing despoil, may they leave them. So we'll learn all that one too for this case. And then we don't understand, say Islam get concern for say may they look at property. Yes, that fence the one falls for property for loss. No may they look at them. Because property they so na ye be the one of the most strongest factor where they keep us may continue for live. Property must they. So they protect them that one. And then we don't hear the importance for say may we work and find begin work the job for day. Either you get in a business, either you get in a particular profession, or you get in an office, find means for live. Because now some poor people is needy, they know about you don't because they be needy, they try to enjoy money small, so they buy sheep. Just imagine, if you come out this way, Bamenda, you go for some place, you want to see for television, Say, we people for Bamenda, the poor ones, we don't buy aeroplane. How you going to receive the information? You got to say, oh, people don't go back. So tell poor people they buy aeroplane. La. Na takaddum, we don't go ahead. So because you be poor, you be needy, no judge you don't. The wet. Begin try for commode for inside that circle. Now why that Islam legislates zakat? And for place where they organize zakat properly, now a good medium for fight against poverty. And inshallah, if we don't promise that we will study zakat, say we'll go organize zakat. We'll go organize zakat al-amwal, inshallah, for the way people they go move their zakat and may go for channel where Allah want them. And during that one, you go see how Allah go to move people from poverty. You know, say if you get 300, if you get 1,000 cow, you know the number of cow where you go give for zakat? If you get 300 cow, you know the number of cow where you go give for zakat? Only that number for cow when they give for some people on a big capital. Now so they alleviate poverty. For place where this matter go from, if they give you zakat, next year, would the same what people made them go collect zakat from you? No. Maybe say would go give paper, say it don't happen again. No, it not going to happen again. They go take them, not take them from you. They will small Bamenda, they give 500,000. Even you want to start for selling a motor, maybe in a capital. Motor no there for 500,000. Not to talk of motorcycle. And then we will come for down bicycle. You want to buy bicycle, begin seller, you know buy them. You know make capital. Yes, now we go join, help ourselves so that we will grow. Why would it delay for talk matter for zakat? Because would get incompatibility between money and heart. You see, man get money, but you don't get heart. Man get heart, money no day. We find means we will go get this our young ones them, made them grow with iman and love for Allah, heart for spend for a dini day, and then may Allah give them money. We adore the God and say may Allah give them. Because with this heart, they go move the zakat properly. He go get hack for work, and he go give the zakat, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala go multiply them for you. Because we see, most of the things the way they happen for Bamenda, even zakat al-fitr will go soon come. If you see the number of young men them, where they come for pay zakat al-fitr, you're going to say people don't get that conscience for infaq, fi sabilillah, for spend for Allah, you root. You go see, say those new generation of rich people, where did they emerge? Now them, where did the members say, if you buy one carton sugar, say, share and sadaqah for community. If you buy oil, share them. If you buy rice, give them. If you give physical money for people. If you help, if you support, you go see and now young people, where did they woke up? Yes, for inside the other generation, some few they day, Kalilum Mimman Anjallah. Few they day, where did they do them? But what you weigh me as yam, na you are the talkam. The young ones, then na them. So when this group Allah go make and they strong, this one buy camion, this one buy train, this one buy aeroplane, this one get cow, this one get sheep, this one get this one. That time we go to send them go bring zakat. And we know who's how we say now. They go for Muhammad. Talk for his time for zakat dorij. May give. And if you give una make a dua, may una look up for take best of your riches, give instruction for zakat collectors. May them come back with them, put them. And then when they gather and all, then may they see how they go distribute them. This one a good Islamic way for do things. For place where they know daraja for zakah, like Sudan time for Bashir, I don't know now what it happen. But Bashir time, na president they appoint director for zakah. Why? Because what way zakah they work? Hospital the way they bill with zakah money, needy them. poor people them, people where debt don't chop them, where they free them through that money for zakah. Now part of state responsibility where some non-governmental organization take and do them. People when they be government, they take and do them. So he deserve another one. You see the Bashir, they told say when you land for Sudan, say you don't come for help people for Sudan. He the make a minister to receive you. But people for Sudan for Kafarabi and Umillah, they say they no one another one. The one for begin talk, now it is they talk. Liberty for expression, you don't be. Now, may you talk. For corner road, begin talk. So tell me a night meet of you. Talk. At the end of the talk, may you take Gary for put on for mop. Yesterday, I look on for news, they told say they try for see how the two governments for Libya, they will come into agreement. After 11 years, where they kill Gaddafi, Muammar Gaddafi. After 11 years, so now the Noba get Hukuma no day. You know about Tanab. Allahu Akbar. Why they remove Gaddafi? Because education no the worker. No education the worker. So for university, they pay you if you go for university, next day you pay school fees. All your education be guaranteed. They say nothing way na free. Chop, you get them. Medicine for hospital a day. They build hospital them. They look out. That way they send white man, they come up for some place. Go chuk injection for 400 Libyan picking them, put them HIV. Maybe he be getting a competent doctor before they catch him. If doctor they know be there, they will catch him. If a worker, for some places they do that one something there, no problem, no day. So with all this one, they say they know one thing. They want for begin talk. Libya when they talk. So Imam go for hospital, they examine, finish, they write the bill. Talk for his may go make lab test, he start cry. They say, "Pay the cry waiting." He said, "For my lifetime, the first time I go pay lab test. We know this one after Gaddafi." Allahu Akbar. Tayyib. So all this one, it is showing the way Islam, you look at this matter for preserve and protect money. And then again, when you want to find something, may you find them accurately. Begin find them, they look very well. They take this one from Qawluhu Ta'ala, فَارْتَدَّ عَلَىٰ آثَارِهِمَا قَصَصًا. After where they don't go past the place. For come back now, Allah describe them. He said they begin come back, the worker on top their footsteps, step after step. So they come back right to the end of the step. Fawajada abda min ibadina. They see the meet over to where they define them. So when you want to find something, maybe find and two correct. So it shows say they became much the step they go, and they know say they will come back. And they come back, they meet over to where they want them. Now, for this case, I would understand, say, if man na wise man, anything we do and wisdom was there. If na wise man. May wise man no do something to say that of foolishness, Allah, especially if na your malam. You got to do something where you say it never makes sense. It never makes sense because na your level for understanding, maybe say actually it don't make sense. But when you attain the level, you will see say na the most sensible thing that way it exists. Man when I believer with Allah, you know the fear blame for blamers for matter where concern Allah. If you know say you do now correct thing, no matter the amount of blame, you know okay. Wala yakhafuna fillahi lawmata la'im. For sika matter for Allah, they know the fear, the blame of blamers. Make people talk. Say the whole people they talk, you know the wikini. Now why that they say may Allah be a stubborn man when you don't already identify your objectives. Say now so ego worker, so he get for adopt the principle of stubbornness. You know the here until he finish what we want them. But if you be man when a leader where you be lele, if they don't come to for you say the whole Bamenda they don't say it no correct. You know, but as asked them some important questions, said the whole Bamenda when like who and who and who. Where they correct for represent Bamenda, so tell you they terrorize me with them. Now who them? You call some that man as some man. Call the other one. If you don't ever hear the one do something about Bamenda, they call in him. That one a representative. Now who mandate? If Nadi can want, even if they flop this ground, they talk, they not make a live what they do. May they flop the whole ground. I know leave them. If you did for matter, may you consult people where they matter. Because now only people where they matter, they get right for talk for matter where matter. How the who? Maybe all man will come make use also. It doesn't no as they talk so may will live on. You go continue to live, you know do anything. Because they know we go do them. A bit difficult. We go do work. We jam where we go not say all day for day. They no go pass. We no come now back. We go find different way for come out. We'll go the different way to jump we had damage and be there for the road. We'll follow another one again till achievement. All the way we led up for Musa alayhi wa ala nabiyina afdal salatu wassalam yikissa. Whenever you reach even 90, when 146 and where son don't come out. The rest may you go find them. But the small one we will talk, if we walk with them, from this story for Musa, it go solve with plenty problem for knowledge and for normal life.
No.
What we talk about, may Allah reward me.
Amen.
What we make mistake, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive for me.
Amen.
May Allah continue to show we true, may we see and say and true, give we power for follow.
Amen.
May show we lie, we see and say and lie, give you ability for run away from. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdik. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Wa sallallahu sallam ala